We're going to get started with the greatest girl group of all time. Tonight I'm going to crown just that, the greatest one ever. So just before I start with number 20, I just want to say that girl group, it's pretty straightforward. I did the boy bands, that greatest boy band of all time a few weeks ago. And, I was saying, people were saying, well, would Led Zeppelin be a boy band? Well, no. Yeah, they're all boys, but a boy band usually implies that they're just singers, they're dancers and singing, like kind of a poppy, fluffy type of thing, especially boy bands. In the case of girl groups or girl bands, it's a little different because first of all, there's not as many girl groups in history as there are boy bands, but not so much that. It's just that there's not that many rock bands. Thank you. There's not that many rock bands out there. Hi, Miami. So really, I'm just pretty much working with just all girl. If there's all girl, the only thing I kind of am trying to stay away from with this is extremes, like if it's a country band, because there's not too many country bands that, even if it's all girl, that chart on, like the Judds, for instance. They won't be on here because they don't chart on the mainstream charts. And that's really what makes a boy band or a girl band, is you chart high and you're very popular, a pop band. So with that, let's get into it. At number 20 of the greatest girl group of all time, SWV. A vocal trio from New York City, SWV consisted of Cheryl Gamble, Tamara George, and Leanne Lyons. Originally formed in 1978 as a gospel group, they became one of the most successful R&B groups of the 1990s. Their most popular hits include Right Here, 1992, I'm So Into You, 1993, Weak, 1993, and You're the One, 1996. In 1994, SWV was Grammy nominated for Best New Artist. And in 2017, they won Soul Train's Lady of Soul Award. Coming in at number 20 on DJ Ray's greatest girl group of all time, SWV. And that's how it works. See, I count down from 20 right down to the GOAT, number 1. So it's kind of like an anticipation thing, because each artist I say is going to get a little bit better, as you see. Some of you may not have even heard of SWV. But I'm sure you heard of this next one. Coming in at number 19 on the greatest girl group of all time, Sister Sledge. Maybe, maybe not. Formed in 1971, this girl group consisted of sisters Joni, Kim, Debbie, and Kathy Sledge. Their two biggest singles came in 1979 with the releases of the singles He's the Greatest Dancer and their iconic disco anthem, We Are Family. The latter hit earned a Grammy Award nomination for Best R&B Performance by a Group with Vocals. In 1979, We Are Family was adopted as the official anthem for the Pittsburgh Pirates of Major League Baseball, who incidentally went on to win the World Series that year. Sister Sledge was duly invited to perform the national anthem at the opening game in front of 45,000 fans. Another point of interest, in 2015, Sister Sledge performed for the late Pope Francis at the World Festival of Families in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So that's a pretty cool thing. And speaking of Pope Francis, my prayers go out to him, being a Catholic and whatnot. It's kind of a sad last couple days since Easter. Yeah, so that was kind of cool. Sister Sledge performed for him 10 years ago. Coming in at number 19, that's right, on my greatest girl group of all time list, Sister Sledge. So there you go. Yeah. Who else do we have here? Morning Thunderbird is on board, guys. Let's give her a round of applause. Come on. You could do louder than that. Teddy. No, nobody said the Ronettes yet. That's an amazing choice. How do you come up with these great picks, man? So Mary's got We Are Family. I'm just going to jot yours down there, Teddy. So you got Ronettes for Teddy. Okay, let's going on Facebook over here? You guys, please feel free to type in who you think is the greatest girl group of all time. And we have a little fun thing going on here every week where we pick and see who the champion is. Right now, we've got a few champions in the TikTok live. So, yeah, let's continue. So, at number 20, we had SWV. At number 19, we had Sister Sledge. And at number 18, my greatest girl groups of all time, or number 1 is what we're looking for, Wilson Phillips. Formed in Los Angeles back in 1989. This girl group consists of sisters Carney and Wendy Wilson, daughters of Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys, and China Phillips, the daughter of Michelle Phillips of the Mamas and the Papas. Pretty big family there. Well, anyway, their 1990 debut album sold over 10 million copies and included a total of 4 number 1 hit singles in the US, with 4 hit singles in the US, with 3 of them peaking at number 1. These chart-topping songs include Hold On, Release Me, and You're in Love. Billboard magazine named Hold On as the Hot 100 Single of the Year for 1990. In Canada, the song Release Me was also a number 1 hit, but we had 2 alternative chart toppers to the north. One was titled Impulsive in 1990, and the other was called You Won't See Me Cry, 1992. All number 1s here in Canada from Wilson Phillips. Throughout their time together, Wilson Phillips received a total of 5 Grammy nominations, including Best New Artist, Song of the Year, and Album of the Year, all from 1990. Not sure if egos got in the way because, Brian Wilson being your dad or Michelle Phillips of the Mamas and Papas, I'm sure they grew up with some, pretty nice things. So, and learned how to sing pretty good. But surprising they couldn't, stay together longer than they did. But still, that said, coming in at number 18 on DJ Ray's greatest girl groups of all time, got to give it to Wilson Phillips. And for those of you just joining on either Facebook or not a fan of Wilson Phillips, eh, Rebecca? Rebecca's over here on Facebook. You know what? I'm not either. But their accomplishments speak pretty loudly. We're just at number 18 right now. It's going to get a lot better. So, Rebecca, on Facebook there, if you want to type in your who you think is the greatest girl group of all time, I'd love to see it. We have this little friendly competition going on every week to see who can pick the number 1. And whoever types it in first in the chat is the one who gets it. So we got the Judds over here with Morning Thunderbird, Spice Girls from Uncle Mike. Let me write these down. We got Spice Girls and for Uncle Mike, and the Judds for Morning Thunderbird. I like your stubbornness, Thunderbird, my kind of girl. Stick with it. Always stick with what you believe. Okay, let's continue on, guys. Bangles for Bobby. Look at you. Welcome aboard, Bobby. Did you just send me a message? You did, didn't you? So Bobby's got the bangles. Oh, there we go. We're getting a lot coming in between the 2 lives. And if you're just getting here, please type in your type in your choice for the number 1 girl band of all time. See if you know your music. Number 1. We've got a few already taken. Pointer Sisters by Mary G. Destiny's Child for Mommy Dearest. Ronettes for Teddy. Spice Girls for Uncle Mike. Judds for Morning Thunderbird. And over on Facebook, Bangles for Bobby. So keep them coming in. And meanwhile, I'll just continue. Again, just a reminder, number 20 was SWV. Number 19 was Sister Sledge. Number 18 was Wilson Phillips, which takes us to number 17. And as hot as they've been the last few years, it seems weird seeing them this low, but let me explain. Number 17 is Blackpink, a South Korean girl group at the heart of the K-pop movement. This foursome consists of members Jisoo, Jennie, Rose, and Lisa. Together, they debuted in 2016 with their album Square One, which featured the singles Whistle and Boombaya. the latter being a #1 hit on the US world charts. Other Blackpink songs that top this chart include Playing with Fire, 2016, As If It's Your Last, 2017, Do Do Do, 2018, sounds like the police, da da da, Kill This Love, 2019, How You Like That, 2020, Love Sick Girls, 2020, Pink Venom, 2022, and Shutdown, also in 2020. And I'd be remiss not to also mention their 2020 single Ice Cream, which included American pop singer Ariana Grande. Together, Blackpink have created the most viewed artist channel on YouTube and are currently the most streamed girl group on Spotify. So they just keep getting hotter, but now they're getting hotter as individual solo artists. I'm not too sure on the latest of Blackpink if they'll get back together. They always do. So, but at this point, it's kind of like a wait and see sort of thing. Coming in at number 17 from South Korea, which is pretty incredible. It's Blackpink. But I don't know if you guys have been following that whole K-pop movement that's been going on in the last decade, but I'm not a big fan of the K-pop movement. I like the music, but the problem is all they're doing in Korea is copying what we did 25 years ago with NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and Spice Girls and stuff like that. So they're a little out of touch, although they're good and stuff. But anyway, I just think Korea needs to catch up to the States a little bit, musically speaking. Anyway, on that note, number 17, Blackpink, taking me to number 16. I'm sure if you've heard of these ones. These cats. Coming in at number 16, we have the Pussycat Dolls. Originally founded in Los Angeles, California, the Pussycat Dolls consisted of singers Nicole Scherzinger, Carmit Bashar, Ashley Roberts, Jessica Sutta, Melody Thornton, and Kimberly Wyatt. Together, they achieved worldwide success with hit songs like Don't Ya, 2005, Stick With You, 2005, Buttons featuring Snoop Dogg, 2006, and Jai Ho, 2009. Unfortunately, the Pussycat Dolls were plagued with internal conflict due to the emphasis on lead singer Nicole Scherzinger and the subordinate treatment of other group members. That said, they were able to sell an incredible 55 million records worldwide, making them one of the best-selling groups of all time. 55 million records for probably one of the least talented of the girl groups here. Not that they didn't work it. I mean, yeah, that's why Nicole Scherzinger took off, and she was just really good, not amazing. She was no Beyonce or anything. Yeah, eventually caught up to them. So in my assumption, Pussycat Dolls far overachieved. And they really deserve this position, regardless of their lack of talent. Great dancers, though. Number 16 on DJ Ray's greatest girl bands of all time, girl groups, is the Pussycat Dolls. And with that, a reminder that I am DJ Ray, and I do these lives every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. religiously. It doesn't matter what's going on. I'm going to be here. I was here on New Year's Eve. I was on Christmas Eve. I'll always be here 8 p.m. And now I'm on Facebook as well. We're just trying to build up our Facebook crowd. We've got Bobby in the house, Rebecca in the house. So yeah, we're all kind of partying together here on a Tuesday. What else is there to do? Okay, so quick repeat. Like I said, I'm here at 8 p.m. every Tuesday, live, Facebook and YouTube with my show Music Goats, which stands for the greatest of all times in different music categories. Tonight, of course, we're doing the greatest girl group of all time. Who's going to be the GOAT? So far, we've got SWV at number 20, Sister Sledge at number 19, Wilson Phillips at number 18, Blackpink at number 17, Pussycat Dolls at 16, and number 15, we're going to take it back, way back. Coming in at number 15, the Shirelles. That's right, the Shirelles, my kind of music. Formed in 1957, this girl group consisted of schoolmates Shirley Owens, Doris Coley, Addie Harris, and Beverly Lee. They have been credited by many experts as being the original girl group that pioneered the movement. Their acceptance by both black and white audiences has been noted as reflecting the early success of the civil rights movement in the 1960s. Some of their highest charting singles include Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow, 1960, Dedicated to the One I Love, 1961, and Soldier Boy, 1962. In 1996, they were officially inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and in 2004, Rolling Stone magazine named them as one of the 100 greatest artists of all time. Pretty impressive. Coming in at number 15 with the Motown movement of the early 60s, late 60s, well, through the whole 60s, really. The Shirelles. Yeah, just let me take a quick drink here. How you doing, Bobby? You checking things out here? What do you think of the Shirelles? Are you a fan? Oh, Angie's here, everybody. The Queen walked in. Come on, let's get some applause. I can't hear you, so just kind of... Hey, Johnny, what's going on, buddy? Yes, I'm here, but yeah. Hey, Johnny, pick what you think is the greatest girl band of all time. Just type it in the thing. I'm just having a little fun here. We do this every week to see who our reigning champion is. Right now, the champ is in the house right now. Mary G is our current champion. I thought she won 2 weeks in a row, but if I understand it right, it was 2 out of 3, so pretty good. Yeah, I'm a fan of the Shirelles too, Teddy. Yeah, anytime, Johnny. So hopefully you stick around for a bit. You know some other stuff, Bobby? Yeah. Okay, let's continue on with DJ Ray's greatest girl group of all time. We're 14 away from announcing the GOAT. Coming in at number 14, En Vogue. Formed in Oakland, California, this American vocal group included singers Terry Ellis, Dawn Robinson, Cindy Herron, and Maxine Jones. In 1989, their debut single, Hold On, reached the number 2 spot on Billboard's Hot 100 chart, setting the tone for many other popular releases to come. This list includes hits like My Lovin' You're Never Gonna Get It, 1992, Free Your Mind, also 1992, and Riddle in the year 2000. En Vogue's career accolades include 2 AMAs, 3 Soul Train Awards, and several Grammy nominations. In March 2015, Billboard magazine named En Vogue as one of the most successful girl groups of all time. Billboard also ranks them as the 3rd most successful female R&B group from the past 25 years, after TLC and Destiny's Child. Little hint there. Yeah. I think somebody already picked Destiny's Child, Ange, but you can pick them again. Mary, of course. No, not Mary. It was Mummy Dearest picked it. So you can pick it if you want. Shows, but I would pick a second one just so. So far, Pointer Sisters are gone. Mary G. Destiny's Child by Mummy Dearest. Ronettes, Teddy. Spice Girls, Uncle Mike. The Judds, Morning Thunderbird. And on Facebook, The Bangles by Bobby Chapman. Goes by her own name. Look at that, eh? My kind of girl. Okay, so just one little thing I want to say before I continue on. Number 13 is we're going to start. I said this at the beginning and I was letting it go, but we're going to start. You can't change your pick after I announce number 5. Just makes it a little more fun and a little more challenging. So you can change your pick. If I say your pick now and you want to change it before 5, no problem. But after 5, you have to stick with what you said, and nobody wins, because we've done a couple, kind of looser championships where somebody's won by rechanging their pick at number 3 or something, and it makes it a lot easier if you haven't heard the band and there's only 3 left. So you know what I'm saying? Let's just try to get back to that. So type them in, and if you taps are free, Uncle Mike. Thanks for bringing that up. If you want to change, you can anytime, and just say I'm changing to this pick, no problem. Let's do it just before I announce number 5 or beyond. K-pop countdown chaos. Look at, I'm just calling you Al because I don't know if it's AI or Al. We never distinguished that, I don't think. But you got the lines, Al. Okay, I'm DJ Ray. Of course, I do this every Tuesday, 8 p.m. live on Facebook and TikTok. And my show is called Music Goats, featuring the greatest GOATs of all time in different music categories. Tonight, it's about the greatest girl group. I left off with En Vogue at number 14. Number 13, Bananarama. An English girl group formed in 1980. Bananarama was originally a trio consisting of friends Sarah Dallin, Shaban Fahey, and Karen Woodward. Their success on both pop and dance charts saw them listed in the Guinness World Records for achieving the world's highest number of chart entries by an all-female group. Between the years 1982 and 2009, they had a total of 32 singles reach the top 50 on the UK singles chart. Some of Bananarama's most popular singles include Shy Boy, 1982, Cruel Summer, 1983, Venus, 1986, I Heard a Rumor, 1987, and Love in the First Degree, also in 1987. They also participated in the 1984 Band-Aid single, Do They Know It's Christmas? Remember that one? In 1988, the single Love in the First Degree was nominated for British Single of the Year. Coming in at number 13, somebody say it, my favorite number, Bananarama. Bobby likes Walk Like an Egyptian. Yeah, today you just have to pick the band, so you can pick Manic Monday, you can pick Eternal Flame, whatever song you want to pick by, it's not the song today, we're looking for the artist. And I will tell you, the Bangles are on this list. I don't usually do that, but I'm going to let you know, Bobby, because you're special there on Facebook holding it down. So, yeah. And why do I keep looking over there? Oh, because I got to see the comments. Okay. Yes, so number 13, Bananarama comes in as one of the greatest girl groups of all time. And guess what? At number 12, Bobby, it's the Bangles. Good job. Formed in 1981 out of Los Angeles, the Bangles are an all-female pop rock band that had chart success with songs like Manic Monday, 1985, Walk Like an Egyptian, 1986, Hazy Shade of Winter, 1987, and Eternal Flame, 1989. Fronted by lead singer Susanna Hoffs, two of these singles, Walk Like an Egyptian and Eternal Flame, topped the US charts back in 1986 and 1989, respectively. Some of the Bangles' other hits include songs like If She Knew What She Wants, 1986, and In Your Room, 1988. In 1987, the Bangles won the Brit Award as Best International Group, which is pretty impressive. I always found the Best International Band or Group is like an extra special one. Not number one, sorry, Bobby. But you know what the good news is? You can pick again because we're not at 5 yet. So that's the beauty of missing. And you know what, guys? If you say, well, girl groups might be a little bit easier than some of our past ones, but still, if you can pick, let me say that in English. If you can pick and your pick ends up on this top 20, it's a pretty good pick. And if it ends in the top 10, it's a really good pick. If it ends up in the top 5, it's an excellent pick. If it ends up in the top 3, it's a superb pick. And if it ends up at number 1, it's the perfect pick. I just made that up. Coming in at number 12 is the Bangles. Good try. Not number 1, but try again, Bobby. Okay, let's move on to number 11. Number 11 goes to Little Mix, an English girl group that was formed on the 8th season of the X Factor UK. Little Mix would go on to win the competition and immediately begin a successful music career together. Many in the media cited Little Mix as the biggest girl group in the world, quote unquote, before going on hiatus in 2022. Although they never really reached the same level of chart success in North America as they did across the Atlantic, they were able to rack up 5 number 1 singles in the UK with the songs Cannonball, 2011, Wings, 2012, Black Magic, 2015, Shout Out to My Ex, love that song, 2016, and Sweet Melody, 2020. In 2023, their song Black Magic became the first music video by a British girl group to, remember, the Spice Girls were a British girl group, to surpass 1 billion streams on YouTube. Although Spice Girls didn't have any YouTube, so in fairness. It was also ranked by Billboard magazine, Black Magic, as one of the greatest girl group songs of all time. Their career accolades include 3 Brit Awards and 3 Guinness World Records. Coming in at number 11 and just missing the top 10 is Little Mix. Okay, speaking of the top 10, it's time to get serious. I mean, if we want to know who the GOAT is, oh, Jenny's here on Facebook. How are you, cuz? Pal. And wow, nobody picked them yet? No. Oh, no, somebody picked them already, Jenny. If you want to try again, you can pick them if you want. It'll be duly noted. But Uncle Mike already... Yeah, we got to combine the two lives. So Ange says hi, by the way, Jenny. And yeah, if you could maybe try another pick, probably grunting it. See, that's why you got to get her early. Whoever types it in first, right, gets it. So Uncle Mike has a Spice Girls so far. I'm not saying they're number one. I'm just saying it's a good pick. Okay. Top 10 time, guys. Let's do it. Today, it's going to be, the GOAT is going to be crowned the greatest girl group or band of all time. Coming in at number 10, Fifth Harmony. Based in Miami, Florida, this American girl group was composed of Ally Brooke, Dinah Jane, Lauren Jauregui, Normani, and formerly Camila Cabello, up until her departure in 2016 to pursue a successful solo career. This group was actually formed in 2012 during the second season of The X Factor. Individually, they were all eliminated, but record executive Simon Cowell saw potential in each of them. So he suggested they work together and become a girl group. I think I remember watching that episode, him telling them that right there live. And they agreed. I guess, you know, being a group, being a solo artist is better, but being a group's better than nothing at all. And look where they went with it. So maybe Simon does know what he's talking about. Billboard magazine named Fifth Harmony as the biggest girl group of the 2010s. And in 2017, Time magazine referred to them as arguably the biggest girl group in the world. Their accolades include 1 AMA, 4 MTV Video Music Awards, and 3 Guinness World Records. Easy to see why I got Fifth Harmony at number 10. How's it going, JT? What are you not joking about? What's going on over there? JT's in the house. Canada's in the house, guys. Okay. Or on TikTok. And yeah. Facebook, TikTok. Soon we'll be on YouTube. We'll have the trifecta going on. Then I'll really be confused. Okay, number 10, Fifth Harmony, which brings us to number 9, Salt-N-Pepa. A little bit of a different girl group here. Formed in 1985 and originating out of New York City, this popular hip-hop group was actually a trio in the beginning. This threesome consisted of Cheryl James, Salt, Sandra Denton, Peppa, and DJ Spinderella, aka DJ Roper. Considered as one of the best rap acts of all time, their favorite singles among fans include Push It, 1987, Let's Talk About Sex, 1991, Shoop, 1993, What a Man, 1993, and None of Your Business, 1994. This latter single won the 1995 Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance by a Group, making them one of the first female rap acts to actually win a Grammy Award, alongside rapper Queen Latifah. She was the queen. Often referred to as the first ladies of rap, in 2021, Salt-N-Pepa won the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. It almost seems preposterous, you know, because I remember when Salt-N-Pepa came out and the new Jack City thing was about to happen and all that kind of stuff. And they weren't really hip-hop in today's standards, but for 1987, 85, whatever, that was hip-hop, you know, or the makings of it. And for a band like Salt-N-Pepa to not only win a Grammy, but to win the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award is something big. And that alone puts them at number 9. Number 9 is Salt-N-Pepa. Once again, I just want to remind you, I'm DJ Ray. I'm here every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. sharp. I start at 8 p.m. sharp. Oh, look at that pick by Jenny. Nobody picked them, I don't believe. Jenny on Facebook is going to pick the Supremes. I must say, there's some great picks coming in. So I'll write that one down for you, Jenny, because this time I'm starting to get smart. I'm starting to write them down so I don't have to scroll through all the. Because last week, Mummy Dearest won. I just want to go on record, and I forgot to announce it. Silly me. So I just wanted to, acknowledge that. Yeah. So that's it. You got the Supremes now. Yeah. What, you wrote Supremes, Bobby? Oh, you. Oh, wait. Sorry, Jenny. Sorry, Jenny. Try again. That goes to Bobby. My apologies, everybody. Bobby on Facebook picks the Supremes. Jenny did it secondly. See what I mean? Me following my eyes. No. Anyway, let's move on. And like I was saying, every Tuesday I do the show Music Goats with DJ Ray, the GOAT standing for the greatest of all time in different music categories. Tonight, it's the greatest girl group of all time. I did the boy bands a few weeks ago. Tonight, it's all but the ladies. Coming in at number 8, one of my favorites, the Ronettes. And that, who said the Ronettes? Teddy, you still got time to pick another one before 5, but I have to eliminate you, buddy. But, we're, two of the same block here because I love the Ronettes. Originating from Manhattan, New York, this girl group consisted of lead singer Veronica Bennett, later known as Ronnie Spector, her older sister Estelle Bennett, and their cousin Nedra Talley, just like Sister Sledge almost. Throughout their music career, this trio placed a total of 6 top 40 hits on Billboard's Hot 100 chart in the US. Among their biggest singles were songs like Be My Baby, 1963, Baby I Love You, 1963, and Walking in the Rain, 1964. That same year, check this out, the Rolling Stones were the Ronettes' opening act as they toured the UK. That's right. The Rolling Stones, mind you, it was just before the British invasion, and they were still in the UK, but still, the greatest band of all time opened for the Ronettes. Not the other way around. And check out, I'm not done. A couple years later, in 1966, and this was after the British invasion, this is almost bigger because the Rolling Stones weren't quite known in 1964, but they were the opening act for another popular group you might have heard of. What were they called again? Oh yeah, the Beatles. They opened for the Beatles. So the Rolling Stones opened for the Ronettes, and after the Beatles were Supermen, the Ronettes opened for them. And although you think of opening acts as subpar, when you're opening for the Beatles, you're pretty big, okay? And the Stones opening for you. Anyway, I'm going to talk myself into the Ronettes being number 1 if I keep this up. Many famous musicians have cited the Ronettes as an influence, including Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen, and Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. Even the late Amy Winehouse emulated the trio's fashion style. In 1999, their single Be My Baby was included in the Grammy Hall of Fame. And in 2007, the trio was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, coming in at number 8 on DJ Ray's girl group of all time, greatest girl group of all time, the Ronettes. I just loved Ronnie Spector as a singer. I actually like her better than Diana Ross, but yeah, there's no real comparison there. Let me see if we got any more. So Destiny's Child, Jenny, is gone. Mommy Dearest has it. Your aunt. So, yeah, sorry, Bobby. No, you don't have to apologize. You picked the... Sorry, Jenny. Jenny's having a hard time. She's picking great choices, but because she came a bit later on Facebook, she said the Supremes, but it was already taken. And now she's saying Destiny's Child, but that's taken too. Jenny's never going to come back again. The Runaway. Teddy, where, like, you know your music, buddy. There, you know what? There's so many, I keep saying this, but there's so many people that come to these lives that just really know their music well, and I appreciate that. Sometimes I think I'm doing too deep, but a lot of you know these artists, and that's great. Anyway, coming in at number 8 goes to the Ronnie Spector and the Ronettes. Not that that's their band, it's just the Ronettes. It's not like Diana Ross and the Supremes or Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. It's just the Ronettes. Okay, let's move on to lucky number 7. Number 7, the Go-Go's. You remember them? An all-female pop rock band that was formed in 1978. The Go-Go's consisted of Charlotte Caffey, Kathy Valentine, Gina Shock, Jane Weedland, and lead singer Belinda Carlisle. They were best known for popular singles like We Got the Beat, 1980, Our Lips Are Sealed, 1981, Vacation, 1982, and Head Over Heels, 1984. After the Go-Go's broke up in 1985, Belinda Carlisle went on to become a major solo artist with chart hits like Mad About You, 1986, Heaven is a Place on Earth, 1987, and I Get Weak, 1988. That was her prettiest song. In 2011, the Go-Go's received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And in 2021, this quintet was inducted into the Women's Songwriters Hall of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Coming in at number 7 on DJ Ray's greatest girl group of all time, it's the Go-Go's. I think you're saying, if you're saying beautiful girl, Teddy, I am assuming you mean Belinda Carlisle, because I had a huge crush on her in those days. She was gorgeous. Sorry, ladies, I need to be. Yeah, hockey is back, and the Leafs are playing right now. Me being a big Leaf fan. Just see how devoted I am, guys. I'm showing up here. My team, I think they're winning right now, too. And here I am with you guys, because you know what? As much as I love the Leafs, I love you guys more. And the Leafs always let me down. But so far, so good. I don't want to jinx anything. Yeah, hi, Debbie. How's it going? Good to see you. Debbie's on TikTok over here. There. Please, no. Oh, Jenny. Mary G picked Pointer Sisters. Poor Jenny. She's picking amazing. You must have done your research. She's picking great, but unfortunately, I can't give you the... Well, you can take them again, but who wants to finish second, right? You want to pick first. Sorry, Jenny, try again. There's lots of girl groups still. Yeah, they were, but already picked. Again, I don't mind if you pick twice, but that's basically you're just saying I'm going to go for second place, right? Who wants second? Yeah, so let's move on. And I'm just going to back the top 10 at least, just to remind you. At number 10, we had Fifth Harmony. Number 9, we had Salt and Peppa. Number 8, we had the Ronettes. And number 7, the Go-Go's, which takes me to number 6. I'm just checking to see if anybody said them. Nobody did. Number 6 is Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. Formed in Detroit, Michigan back in 1957, this all-girl trio achieved fame in the 1960s as a major act for Motown Records. Originally formed by friends Annette Beard, Rosalind Ashford, and Gloria Williams, Martha Reeves eventually joined the group and became lead vocalist after Williams' departure in 1962. Their biggest hits include Heat Wave, 1963, Dancing in the Streets, 1964, Nowhere to Run, Nowhere to Hide, 1965, I'm Ready for Love, 1966, and my favorite, Jimmy Mac, 1967. Their two signature hits, Heat Wave and Dancing in the Streets, were both inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. Their unique style paved the way for other great Motown acts like Diana Ross and the Supremes. And yeah, that song Dancing in the Streets, if you remember in the early 80s, can't give you the exact date off the top of my head, but Mick Jagger, the Rolling Stones, and David Bowie did their version of it. So yeah, if Bowie and the Stones approve it, it's got to be a pretty good song. Coming in at number 6, I got Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, which brings us to the top 5. And with that, a little drink. Cheers, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Jenny still hasn't. Jenny's racking her brain for the next one. She poor. I've never seen anybody pick 3 great picks and all of them already be gone. So that's a first, Jenny. Okay, so again, a reminder, I'm DJ Ray. I do this show, DJ Ray's Music Goats, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. live on TikTok and Facebook. The GOAT standing for the greatest of all time in different music categories. Our category tonight, I want to know who the GOAT is. Who's the greatest girl band, girl group of all time? The Girl Group Showdown, Al. You know it. Don't mess with those girls. Coming in at number 5, TLC. Now we're getting hot. Rising out of Atlanta in 1990, this R&B rap trio consisted of Tion Watkins, Rosanda Thomas, and the late Lisa Left Eye Lopez. During the 1990s, they enjoyed immense success with 9 top 10 US hits, including 4 number 1 singles: Creep, 1994, Waterfalls, 1995, No Scrubs, 1999, and Unpretty, also in 1999. Check this. Having sold over 95 million records worldwide, I didn't stutter. That's the thing of like bands like Van Halen do. So don't discount TLC too much here. Having sold over 95 million records worldwide, TLC is one of the 5 best-selling American girl groups of all time. And I got them right at 5, so that's pretty interesting. Sometimes I read my notes, and I do them, but sometimes I don't click with some of the things. But yeah, anyway, their collective accolades, TLC, include 5 MTV Video Awards, 5 Soul Train Awards, and 4 Grammy Awards. After Lisa Lopez died tragically in 2002, instead of replacing her, the 2 remaining members chose to continue as a duo. In 2017, they released their eponymous 5th studio album, simply titled TLC. Coming in at number 5, with a little tender loving care, it's TLC. DJ Ray's greatest girl groups of all time, leading to the GOAT. We got 4 left till we get to the GOAT, and these 4 are extremely hot, and I'll tell you, all 4 of them have been picked by somebody. I didn't see Jenny come back with any other picks, so we're at past the 5 now, so our picks are locked in. So I'll just do a quick recap. Mary G picked the Pointer Sisters. Mommy Dearest picked Destiny's Child. Uncle Mike picked the Spice Girls. Morning Thunderbird picked the Judds. Bobby Chapman picked the Bangles. And then she picked, she did it before the 5, so she picked, wait a sec. Yeah, she picked, who did you pick again, Bobby? Was that the Supremes? Yeah, the Supremes. Sorry, guys. Let me just write that down. I'm pretty sure it was the Supremes, yeah. Okay, so Bobby makes me laugh. I did that already. I picked the Supremes. Okay, coming in at number 4. So somebody's going to be happy here. Somebody's going to be disappointed because all 4 of these have been picked by somebody. So whoever picked this one is out of the running for the championship for tonight. Coming in at number 4, the Pointer Sisters. And unfortunately, Mary doesn't get the title this week. I thought she was just going to keep winning. But good job, Mary, as always. Picking top 5 is pretty incredible. This sibling act originated in 1969 with sisters June, Bonnie, and Anita. The lineup grew to a quartet when sister Ruth joined in 1972. They are best known for hit singles like Fire, 1978, He's So Shy, 1980, Slow Hand, a little bit of a country vibe, 1981, I'm So Excited, 1982, Jump for My Love, 1984, and Neutron Dance, also in 1984. In total, the Pointer Sisters recorded 15 studio albums over a 20-year period between 1973 and 1993. Their career accolades include 3 American Music Awards and 3 Grammy Awards. Interestingly enough, one of these Grammy Awards came in 1974 for their single Fairy Tale, which won in the category of Best Country Vocal Performance by a Group. Which I guess isn't too strange for a pop band to win a country award. Beyonce just did it. Not sure how fair that was in the Grammys just recently with her song Texas Hold'em. But it's very rare for an all-black group to win a country award, especially back in those days. Well, any days, really. It's just doesn't happen, that's all, too often. But it happened with the Pointer Sisters, an incredible talented band or group. And yeah, they take the number 4 spot. Congratulations, Mary, on picking that one. Although you didn't get number 1 this week. Riki, how you doing? I didn't see you there. Oh, there you just came in. Good. That's good. Oh, okay, Jenny. Jenny just said on Facebook that she's picking a song called Earl's Gotta Die. That is, it's not the song anyway, it's the band, and it is an all-girl group called the Dixie Chicks. Okay, Jenny's got the Dixie Chicks, but I'll tell you, actually, I can't count it because you came in after 5, but I'll let Jenny go because she's been trying to put one in and she kept getting rejected. So I'll give you that one. Jenny's got on Facebook, has the Dixie Chicks. Okay, so number 4 was the Pointer Sisters, leading us to the top 3. I need a little drum roll right now. And these 3 are huge, like huge. I almost could say that you could put the other 17 together and they wouldn't match these 3 power. Okay, so it jumps the talent, or whatever you want to call it, talent level, or just success level, whatever. And just a reminder, so far in the running, Mary G's out, with the Pointer Sisters. Mommy Dearest is still in with Destiny's Child, and Destiny's Child is one of the 3. Spice Girls still in with Uncle Mike. Spice Girls is one of the 3. And Morning Thunderbird is the Judds. Bobby has the Supremes, and Ginny has the Dixie Chicks. Coming in at number 3, I'm sorry to break your heart, Uncle Mike, but it's the Spice Girls. Formed in 1994, this legendary girl group consisted of members Mel B, Scary Spice, Melanie C, Sporty Spice, Emma Bunton, Baby Spice, Jerry Hollowell, Ginger Spice, and Victoria Beckham, Posh Spice. Having sold more than 100 million records. TLC, I just said a few minutes ago, only sold 5 million less than the Spice Girls. TLC sometimes gets forgotten, but we already mentioned them. Let's move on. Having sold more than 100 million records worldwide, the Spice Girls are hands down the best-selling girl group of all time. Using their girl power mantra, the Spice Girls redefine the girl group concept by targeting a very young female fan base. Their 1996 debut single, Wannabe, exploded on the world scene by topping the charts in 37 different countries, including Australia, the UK, and America, to name a few. Some of their popular hits include Say You'll Be There, 1996, Two Become One, 1996, Spice Up Your Life, 1997, Too Much, 1997, and Goodbye, 1998. Among their impressive repertoire, the Spice Girls have accumulated many accolades, including 5 Brit Awards, 4 Billboard Music Awards, and 3 AMAs. My number 3 pick for DJ Ray's greatest girl group of all time, hats off to the Spice Girls. And they weren't too hard to look at either. Just saying. So yeah, Spice Girls is going to have a drink here. Just kind of, wait for it. Number 2. And another great pick by Mommy Dearest. Coming in at number 2 is Destiny's Child. Originating out of Houston, Texas, Destiny's Child was formed in 1990 as a quartet, but eventually settled on becoming a trio with members Michelle Williams, Kelly Rowland, and of course, the Queen Bee herself, Beyonce Knowles. Following their disbandment in 2006, MTV's James Montgomery noted that they have left a fairly sizable legacy behind as one of the best female vocal groups in history. End of quote. Billboard magazine noted that Destiny's Child were defined by a combination of feisty female empowerment anthems, killer dance moves, and an enviable fashion sense. End of quote. As a trio, Destiny's Child went on to win 3 Grammy Awards, 6 World Music Awards, 5 AMAs, 11 Billboard Music Awards, and a Brit Award for Best International Group, to name a few. Remember what I said a little while ago about winning Best International Group? The Brit Award, by the way, is like England's, or the UK's Grammy. So when you hear a Brit Award ever, you know it's the UK's version of a Grammy. I still think it's just under, because Britain's not as big in music although they are big as the US. So, and you combine Canada, North America is where the music's at, in my opinion. And that might be changing, but these countries like South Korea that are doing their K-pop movement, you know, are we humoring them a little bit? Because really that music is cool. And if you have pretty girls or pretty boys dancing and having a pretty good vocal and dressing cool, it seems like the music is good, but they're really just duplicating what happened with NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys and, you know, all these bands that we had 25 years ago here in North America. So, yeah. Anyway, as a trio, Destiny's Child went on, I told you that part so far, but in 2006, they received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And since their official disbandment in 2006, Destiny's Child has reunited several times, including at the 2013 Super Bowl halftime show and the 2018 Coachella Festival. So there you have it. Number 2, Destiny's Child. And it just seems lately, I've been noticing a trend that whether it's with her group or whether it's solo, most of these girl ones, Beyonce is always hovering in the top 3. She's like an icon, like beyond icons. And if it wasn't for her, I don't know Destiny's Child would even be on this list. Are you guys ready for number 1? Okay, I'm ready for it too. Take a big drum roll. Yeah, it's called Goodbye Earl, Jenny, just if I didn't mention that, by Dixie Chicks. Okay. Why do they do these? Which of these objects is played strumming? Wow. Okay, so just give me a sec here because I can't see what's going on here. Okay, they obviously, TikTok puts these little, Facebook's cool, but these little things on, and you know what, I'm just going to continue. So, number 1, here we go. The number 1 greatest girl group of all time, from DJ Ray's perspective, the Supremes, and the name fits. Congratulations to Bobby Chapman. Look at you on Facebook. You got your first championship. That's right. Is that who won it? Do I got it right? Let me just double check here. Originally she said Bengals, but like I said, you're allowed to change before 5, and she did. She did 28 minutes ago. So you know what? Bobby, congratulations. The Supremes are number 1. Formed in 1959 and originating from Detroit, Michigan. You guys can still see me, right? Because TikTok's asking me to hit all the ones with strumming, and it's so hard to see what the heck is going on. I wish they would at least tell me how many there are. There we go. Perfect. I'm back. I don't know if it was blocked out on your end, but formed in 1959 and originating from Detroit, Michigan, this Motown group, led by Diana Ross, were a major commercial success, charting an incredible 12 number 1 singles on Billboard's Hot 100 chart in the US. Some of these most noteworthy chart toppers include Where Did Our Love Go, 1964, Stop in the Name of Love, 1965, You Keep Me Hanging On, 1966, my favorite, Love Child, 1968, and Someday We'll Be Together, 1969. 3 of these songs, Where Did Our Love Go, You Keep Me Hanging On, and Stop in the Name of Love, were all added to the prestigious Grammy Hall of Fame. The influence that they had on black girl groups who have succeeded them include artists like The 3 Degrees, The Emotions, The Pointer Sisters, En Vogue, TLC, and Destiny's Child. Yeah, you can see the Destiny's Child. I always compare Destiny's Child and Diana, or the Supremes. You got Diana Ross with the Supremes over here. You got Beyonce with Destiny's Child over here. 3 girls, black girl group, vocal groups, fashionistas. It's so many comparisons between Diana Ross and Beyonce. The influence the Supremes had was, like I said, it's just astounding. In 1988, the original Ross Wilson Ballard lineup was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And in 1994, they received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Recently, in 2023, the Supremes received the prestigious Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Coming in at number 1 in DJ Ray's greatest girl groups of all time. Congratulations, Bobby, over on Facebook. You are the champion this week. The Supremes, take it. And with that, I'd just like to remind you about next week. I think this one's going to be exciting. I haven't never done just one artist before. It's always been multiple. But this band's big enough to have a show to themselves. It's going to be the greatest Beatles song of all time. And for the record, there's almost 130 of, or is it 230? I can't remember. I know it's 130 or 230. My point is they have a lot of songs to choose from, the Beatles. And that's just their hits. I mean, if I were to, I don't even know how many songs they have, but I would pick a hit, obviously, because it's going to be a hit that wins. So next week, April 29th, Tuesday, April 29th, I'll be here at 8 p.m. live on TikTok and Facebook, and we'll be counting down what is the GOAT, what is the greatest of all time Beatles song. That's going to be fun, and maybe pretty hard on me to put together, but it's going to be fun nonetheless. So I hope you can join me next Tuesday for that. And before I let you go, please be sure and check me out on social media. I'm on most of the major platforms, and you can easily find me by typing in DJ Ray's Music and just do a search for me when you get to that platform. Alternately, you can also check out my official website at djraysmusic.com. I thank you all for coming. Congratulations again, Bobby, for that victory. Let me see what she said here. I just want to see if... yes, you know, they really did have incredible influence on future music. And like I said, Bobby, if there was no Diana Ross and the Supremes, would there be a Destiny's Child? Things that make you go, Anyways, thank you all for joining me tonight for my live. I look forward to seeing you again next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you, guys.